explosive final. And what we just witnessed might be one of the most intense turning point in the entire series. As the show enters its final stage, the conflict between Tangol and the powerful political forces controlling Quiapo is no longer just personal. It has evolved into something much bigger, a battle for truth, power, and the future of the people. And in the episode, that battle unfolds in two very different arenas. One side, one inside the world of politics and media, and the other on the states where ordinary citizens are beginning to rise. The pressure begins. The episode opens with a tense and carefully press conference. The room is packed with reporter cameras and government officials. Everyone knows something big is about to happen. The atmosphere feels happy, almost suffocating, and as microphones are set up and journalists whisper among themselves. Then the main figure is brought forward. Punk formed the moment he appears, it's obvious that something is wrong. His posture is stiff, his face looks exhausted, his eye avoid the cameras. Okay. And this is not a man who wants to be you. Standing nearby watching everything unfold is Miguel Alito, calm, composed, and completely in control. The purpose of the press conference quickly becomes clear. Under pressure, Punk begins speaking in front of the media. Slowly and painfully, he starts confessing that he had been secretly helping Tangol all along, according to his statement. He was the one leaking police operation details which allowed Tangol to escape multiple arrests. The reporters immediately react. Someone exchange shocked looks, others beginning writing furiously in their notebook. But even as Punk speaks, something feels off. His words sound rehearsed, forced, almost like someone is pushing him to say exactly what the authorities want the police to hear. And in the corner of the room, Miguel Alito watches silently, satisfied because this movement is not just about exposing someone, it's about controlling the narrative. The dangerous question. Just when the tension in the room seems unbearable, and one brave reporter asks a question that changes everything. Is Tangol responsible for the death of Erika and Gustavo Guerrero? The entire room falls silent. For a moment, no one breathes. All I turned toward Punk. Not the pressure on him becomes even heavier. He knows the truth, but he also knows the consequence of telling it. If he if he speaks honestly, he risks angering the very powerful people standing behind him. If he lies, he betrays the person who once trusted him. Okay, you can see the conflict in his face. He closes his eyes, his voice shakes. Okay, his voice shakes, and in that moment, in that moment, in a moment, viewers realize that this is not simply a confession, it's man being forced to choose between fear and loyalty. Meanwhile, the people are gathering. Well, this carefully staged media spectacle unfolds. Something even bigger is happening somewhere else in the city. The people are gathering. A massive protest begins forming against the ruling political forces. Citizens from different neighborhoods arrive carrying signs and shooting slogans against corruption and injustice. The crowd grows larger by the minute, and then suddenly Tango appears. The moment he steps on the stage, the energy of the crowd completely changes. The shooting stops. Everyone waits from him want to speak. Instead of hiding from the authorities, Tangle chooses to face the people directly, and when he finally begins talking, his words hits with powerful emotion. He asks the crowd if they are ready to stand for the truth. He reminds them how long they have been manipulated, oppressed, and deceived by those in power. And most importantly, he tells them that silence is no longer an option. The crowd erupts, cheers echo through the streets. For many of the people watching him, Tango is no longer just a fugitive. He has become a symbol of resistance, a symbol of hope. The march towards City Hall after his speechy Tangle make a bold and risky decision. Okay, he calls on the crowd to march with him toward City Hall, not just a protest, no, but as a declaration that the people of the Quiapo refuses to stay silent, and longer thousands begin moving through the streets, chanting, raising their voices, and for the first time in a long time the people feel like they are reclaiming their power. But this moment of hopes also bring danger, because the authorities are already preparing their response. Panic inside city hall, Major Roberto receives the shocking news. Yes guys, shocking news. Okay, look at shocking news. And one second, my mom. Okay, huh. Against the political forces, city crowd again, and suddenly tank. Okay, the spot is man. I pulled it. The crowd erupts, cheers echo through. He's become single a symbol of resistance of hope. Okay, and but when reports confirm the size of protest, panic begins spreading among the officials. For the mayor and his allies, City Hall represents more than just an office. Yes, guys, office. It represents their control, and if the protest reach it and challenge their authority, the entire political structure they built could begin collapsing. So, Rivoto gives a direct order: police must block the entrance no matter what happens. The confrontation. Soon, the protesters arrive in front of the heavily guarded building. Row of police officers stand steady. Okay, shield raised, water cannons positioned, and at the front of the crowd stand Tangle. So guys, this is the this and if you join the review FPJ Batang Quiapo, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so don't miss the next intense episode breakdown. So guys, subscribe.